go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A first down throw for Mills. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Down to about the 23. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, here's Mills. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go. Set.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mustang 19.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
18, pioneer.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Let's go now.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the set.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Off the play fake, Mills.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing, Mills. Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
On play action, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Play fake, Mills.
And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mills.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mills now.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
18 Cardinal.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
21 yards there on third down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action now. Mills.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 32 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Ready. Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
7 targets.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They go play action. Mills. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Mills.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick-6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. In motion left goes Cooks. On second and a yard. Mills. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 67 yards.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's second and 5 now from the 22. Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Mills.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it.
And it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They go back to the ground with Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
76 yards on the ground for him so far.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Another run here with Sanders. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mills back to throw.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.